What is up, everybody? How's everyone doing? Give me just a second, chat. I accidentally started the live stream on a different thing. I have to go delete that one. Oh wait, whoops. You guys are gonna hear me for a second. Hold on. Let me delete that one. There we go. All right. So chat, man, oh man, what a crazy time it is to be a GS player. Am I right? We get the new Mizuki, they rush it out, and we don't get the new Ginzo. You see on the home screen here, he's right here. But where is he? Let's see. Is that the right? Yeah, that is. All right, cool. Also, what was that? Hold on, wait. Give me just a second. Who was that? Who was that notification at? Carolyn, thanks so much for the sub. Appreciate it. Also, how's everybody doing, man? Before we get into these topics that we want to talk about, how's everybody doing? Let me say what's up to the chat real quick. Nubs, what's up, man? Law of the Land, how you doing? Eyes, Srirachi, YOLO, God of Gaming, Mohammed. Derbus, how you doing, man? Lishu, Christo, what's up? And usernames. How's everybody doing? I'm glad to see everybody here, man. Glad to see everybody here. So, yeah, we're gonna be grinding the Ninja event here. We would be grinding the Ultra Luck event, of course, if it was here. But I kind of want to talk about it and kind of just talk about my thoughts on the whole ordeal, alongside some gripes I have with the current scheduling that they may have planned. First and foremost, everything that I'm going to be talking about, for the most part, is speculation. It didn't tell me really anything in terms of what they're going to be doing. Some people think that I still have info in regards to the live stream that happened. And people think that I know what's happening for the next like 4 months, which is not true at all. I literally didn't even know what they were going to announce in the live stream. They didn't even tell me because they weren't announcing anything. But point still stands. These people move really weird. I'll tell you that right now. So, the fact that we didn't get the new Ginzo is kind of alarming. A little bit. Because I'm hoping that we still get it. What's up, Antonio? How you doing? I am hoping that we still get them. Or still... Is the new Ginzo a girl or a guy? Or do we not know? Who knows? But either way. I hope we still get them. Either way. Because on JP, what happened was that he actually came out. The Ginzo and the Mizuki came out at the same time. However, Ginzo came out a day after. So it's weird that Global didn't even acknowledge Ginzo's existence. You think the new Ginzo is possessed armor? Oh, okay. Because I don't even remember what the old Ginzo was. I think it was a guy. But yeah, so it's weird to me that it wasn't even acknowledged at all, or they didn't even talk about it like in the Discord or anywhere else. Also, let me put this in the chat real quick so you guys can see the code. But yeah, it's very strange that it didn't happen. And it kind of has me a little bit worried because here's my thought process right now, chat, okay? Check me out. Here's my thought process. So, if we didn't get Ginzo, or we don't get Ginzo, what's the likelihood that we get, what's the other guy's name that comes out with Kiri? Is it Haku or something like that? Haruku? I forgot his name. The original Ginzo was the guy? Okay, so, yeah, I know he's an Earth unit, and he's an Ultra Luck. Hakuro, yeah, Hakuro. So, if we don't get him, or we don't get the new Ginzo, what's the likelihood that we get him? And it's weird. It's like, why rush out this Mizuki, right? Also, I think this is an Earth boss you fight, isn't it? Or is it a different type of boss? I think it's an Earth, right? Or is it a dragon? I don't remember. I saw it once and never saw it again. But he came out alongside Kiri. Yeah, he came out alongside Kirisame. Like, if I actually go right now in the official Discord chat, you guys can see, if we get there, hold on. We'll just put on Earth for right now, by the way, till... Oh, that's dark. That's dark. My bad. My bad. I need dark. There we go. But if I go over to the official Discord and we go in GS News and we go to Ninja, and I show you guys real quick, where are they at? Okay. So in JP, which of course, you know, we can't really say JP Global because JP and Global never do stuff the same. We all know this by now. But, oh, this is a dark boss? Oh, wait, no. The big dude is Earth, but Ginzo's dark. Okay, yeah, then we do dark cheese after this. But, oops, that's the wrong thing. There's the Discord. Here we go. So, here's the thing. Actually, here, let me move this over here real quick. So, Ginzo came out up here and was shown off at the same time as this Mizuki, if I'm not mistaken. As you see here, yeah, he's right here. He's literally shown off the same day as the Mizuki. So it's strange that we didn't even get any type of acknowledgement that this character was even coming to Global, or if they are going to allow this character to come to Global. Because I don't see why not. And I don't see why rush Mizuki but not rush Ginzo as well. It's the strangest thing to me. Because if you guys remember, they rushed Vitz actually onto Global. And because they rushed Vitz onto Global, they actually rushed out Darkcilia. By the way, lobby's back up if you guys want to join. Because they rushed out Darkcilia, and Darkcilia made Vitz a little bit more manageable. But for the most part, they released Darkcilia without her true weapon, which was so weird. It was just odd. Either way, they did the same thing here pretty much. Because in my opinion, even though it's not to like the same degree, this is kind of like, imagine releasing a Cross the Blaze unit and you don't release the other unit for the cross art. This is kind of like the similar vibe that I get from these type of characters like Ginzo and Hakuro and all them. They're not cross art characters, of course, but you guys get the point. They're meant to release alongside their debut character. So, and yeah, I see right there, Wyatt, you said it too. A lot of people wanted this Ginzo more than the Mizuki because this Ginzo's pretty cracked, dude. Like, he increased everybody's dark damage by 100%. This is a free-to-play, quote-unquote free-to-play, by the way. Free-to-play 100% dark damage buff. On top of that as well, his true weapon is cracked. Like, actually broken. This thing increases everybody's crit, or increases your own crit rate by 100% if you're dark. You could use this on so many characters. And if they're human, then you get 50% more crit damage. That is dumb, chat. You can give a nuker 100% crit rate without even having to use like a 100% crit buffer or any type of like actual support item like True EX Skate or anything. You could just use this 5-star equip to give them that 100% crit rate. And also, yeah, a challenge. Yeah, it was actually, this fight against Ginzo is pretty difficult. And I was like, oh, well, we're going to be able to do this pretty easily. We're going to have a pretty good comp around it because Lysistina came out. And I think Lysistina was used against this Ginzo. I could be wrong, but I know this guy is cracked in his actual events. So he's a very challenging fight. And the fact that we didn't get him is so weird. It's just like, where is he? Where is he? And it has me worried, man. It really does, because it's like, what about the next banner that comes out? Are we just rushing to Super Awakenings and we're not really caring too much about the gameplay aspects at all? Because the thing is, if you rush Super Awakenings, you have to release Summoner's Road because Summoner's Road is a vital aspect to Super Awakening. So it's weird how they're skipping this. This isn't something that you can skip, by the way. I feel like this is not a... what I want to say, this isn't a filler type of character or filler type of arc. This is a pretty important unit to have out on Global. And here's my guess too, chat. I'm just going to say it as well. I'm thinking that it's possible we get this Genzo next week. I think it is possible, but I just wish they would say something that if they're gonna wait a week to announce the next thing, they could give us the Genzo. But who knows at this point, man? Do you think the rerun crossover will get the super woken treatment like Overload? I said Overload. Overlord? Maybe. But I don't think any rerun crossover is gonna actually have a super awakening. I think that they'll just get buffed like ReZero. For the most part. So oh yeah, Muse is in global. Yeah, Muse is actually required, right, for the Genzo fight. Muse is in global, so they could release the Genzo fight. Super Awoken Mako with 100k super art. Yeah, I don't think they would do that again. I'm doing pretty good, Herc. Thanks for asking. Hopefully you're doing well too. So, yeah, I don't know. Why does your Discord require a phone number so you can't join with, like, bot accounts, spam accounts, and all that? And also, it's like a big server, so there has to be precautions that are taken. Muse is a pretty dumb healer. She's actually very broken, but I don't know, man. It's weird, the whole ordeal with that. Because I noticed, well, in the maintenance notice, I noticed that they didn't talk about Genzo, and I just thought that it was kind of understood that he's going to come alongside Mizuki. I thought that was just like, you know, the general consensus of the event, right? But it seems like it's not. Yeah, Genzo's supposed to be free. Yeah, Genzo's the free unit from this event, because you're supposed to have the paid unit, or, you know, the summonable unit, which is Mizuki, and then the free-to-play unit, quote-unquote free-to-play, of course, is Ultra Luck Genzo. And he's nowhere to be found. So, would the new Genzo be meta? The new Genzo is actually, I wouldn't say he's meta, but he is pretty damn good. How you doing, Tiki? About a week ago, should I wait for a specific Baron to pull? Right now, I would say the best thing for you to pull on would be the Fire Orville and Light Sistina banner if you haven't already. Can you show Muse's skill set? I don't think I actually have her, unfortunately, but just know Muse, she is, I think, the only character in the game that stacks healing, which seems stupid, and it kind of is, but for some fights you need that extra healing, dude. That extra healing goes a long way. Like the Genzo fight. Genzo's like Chloe, like in terms of how you acquire the unit, yeah. But in terms of like the event difficulty, I think some people may say that Genzo's harder than Chloe. Yeah, she stacks all healing. It's dumb. If you pulled Light Sistina, should you just wait on Finn? That's up to you if you don't want to summon anymore. It just depends on what other characters come out that you might want to acquire, might not. YCN, thanks so much for the sub, man. For the units you want, like I did 10 for 5 Orville, nothing, or for Fire Orville and nothing. Did 1 Ninja Summon and boom, 12 Mizuki, 1 and done. Well, that's just because it's a gacha game. You guys want to know what game has terrible rates though? I tried it out today because they had a near collab. Octopath Traveler what is it called? The entire thing. Octopath Traveler, Continents of something, right? Dude, that game? Oh my goodness. Let me tell you, chat. Dude, the rates in that game are abysmal. Actually abysmal. If anybody in the chat plays Octopath, Champions of the Continent, yeah. I got Mizuki and he and Emperor work so well together. Yeah, they do. Thing is too, Mizuki's actually type E Archgen, if I'm not mistaken. So their Archgen stacks, Mizuki's debuff works with Emperor because of course physical res down. That's a big thumbs up for Emperor. And yeah, they're great together. He's really good. Type F, yeah. Oh, did I say Type E? Yeah, Type F. Type E's crossover. Yeah. But dude, I don't know. I actually like Octopath as a game in terms of like Octopath 1. I haven't played Octopath 2. I really want to. I know it came out, was it February? But I'm hard stuck right now on Resident Evil 4 Remake, which is just a fantastic game. And I am planning on doing some type of special little video for RE4. Probably whenever I get to professional mode, I do want to make a video around that. I may make like a type of, I wouldn't really say it's a movie, but I may make an entire like video, a one and done type thing of going through professional on RE4 Remake, because that game is amazing. Yeah, RE4 is probably my favorite game of all time again. Dude, whenever I played the original back in the day, whenever I was like, how old was I? I think it was 9, maybe 10. And I played RE4 on the PS2 and I got scared out of my mind. Not gonna cap to you. But playing it again, dude, I was freaking out. I was at work yesterday at my part-time job, and I was literally like talking with somebody, and they were like, "Oh yeah, dude, you play RE4?" And I'm like, "Dude, that game right there, god damn, that's a game, man. That is a game if I've ever seen one." But yeah, I've heard good things about Octopath Traveler 2. I've heard a lot of good things, so I definitely want to try it out because I liked the first one. I like the first one quite a bit, and I've always liked the gameplay of Octopath. So I kind of want to try out the mobile game, but man, dude, this guy's name is Only Fins. That's crazy. But the rates in that game is oof. It's not good. What do you think about Mako and Juno becoming SS tier units? What do you mean about becoming SS tier units? They've always been SS tier. Octopath 2 is better than the first one in literally every way. Yeah, you know, I really miss whenever games did that, Daniel. I do. You guys remember like back in like the, was it the PlayStation 2 era? Oh god, I've probably, that must sound so old, especially like people who are younger who never probably played a PS2. Like, you guys remember like the PS2 era, PS1, like Xbox 360 era, where whenever the second game came out, most of the time it was just a complete and utter upgrade from the first one. It's like everything that made the first one good, they just had it in the second one, but then they built upon it. I feel like so many games don't do that anymore. Like, they try to like completely, you know, reinvent the wheel or something. Like Ragnarok is a good example of this, where they took everything that made God of War 2018 amazing, and then they just built upon it in Ragnarok. And or was it 2016 whenever God of War came out? I think it was 2016. But it was crazy, dude. Like, man, I miss those times, because a lot of times, like, you know, the second game or whatever comes out now, and you're like, you don't know. Another good example of this is Neo 2. Neo 1, pretty solid. Neo 2, amazing. I really like Neo 2. Also, another thing that I've been playing recently, guys, is Risk of Rain. I bought Risk of Rain 2, and me and my friends have been playing that in the meantime. We've been still playing Destiny, like, as a collective group, but I think, like, we're kind of getting to the point to where we're a little bit burnt out on the season. We're kind of done for the most part. Not too much else to do for it. And Yeah, I've been playing Risk of Rain 2, and that's been a lot of fun. What's up, Wes? Man, where is the Ultralight Ginzo? I got you, man. You got all 3 near units, and I'm convinced I should play the lottery. I don't know, Antonio. You know, usually they say if you are lucky and then you play or you go to the casino, you play the lottery, you lose all your luck. But I don't know if that's actually true. That may just be what the house tells you because they don't want you to win, right? How would you fix some units equip slots, like Gray, for an example? Does Gray need his equip slots fixed? Oh, goodness. Bro, what are you downloading? What is this man downloading? This boy's freaking download. This boy might be downloading RE4 on his computer right now. What was I saying though? Used to play D2 quite a lot. Or you quit back when they redone the Void class. The Void subclass 3.0 was really good. But yeah, I think that D2 is really fun. Like raids and stuff like that are pretty good. I mean, Ron isn't really a raid. That's more so a dungeon. But still, you know, I mean, even that, I have fun playing it with my friends. But it's still it's a fun experience, I would say, if you can play with other people. If you're playing it solo, I don't think you'll really like Destiny 2 too much. So yeah, but in terms of like how it would fix equip slots for Gray, I don't think he needs to be fixed. I know I'm like getting off topic here. I'm going like kind of all over the place, but the only thing I would add to him is maybe a support slot somewhere. Because I just love support slots. If a unit can have a support slot, I want it. I'm a simple man. I am. What's up, Mariah? How you doing, man? The year 1 Vex in D1? Dude, that was crazy, bro. I actually never got to use it. I didn't get to experience the Vex whenever it was like that week that Vault of Glass came out and people got it and it was just the most broken thing in the game. It was like, what, a 2 or 3 tap kill from like up to 30 or 40 meters? That's... Jesus. And with that rate of fire, I think it had like a 0.6 TTK or something. It's crazy. But it was great, man. It was great. Look at this man set with the 4 on Mizuki. I respect it. I do. But yeah, in D1, before taking King, I was a Last Word Thorn Hawkmoon fiend. I just bounced between those 3 handguns, or hand cannons 24/7, especially Hawkmoon. Hawkmoon was my favorite. I think Hawkmoon was the reason I actually got into Destiny. The first time I ever saw that exotic, I was like, dude, I gotta play this. Like, I want to use this weapon. I remember I finally got it, and I was so happy. You wait for War God Fid because 1,500 crystals by free to play? Yeah, that's probably the strat. YCN. Gray would just make him way too good. You think so? Maybe. What system do you play Destiny on? PC. I play on PC. For most of my games, chat, unless it's an exclusive, I usually play on PC. I used to play on PS5, but ever since I upgraded my PC and it can actually run games now, because it's not a potato anymore, I play on PC for most of my stuff. Hard saving for Overlord? I think a lot of people are. I don't think it's necessarily a bad idea. Can we switch this OST to... This is the forced OST from Vampire Survivors. Can I do... I want the library OST. If I remember correctly, the library has some bangers. Also, chat, has any of you guys played... What is it? Have any of you guys played Have a Nice Death? I've been thinking about picking that game up because I think it's on sale right now and kind of interested in it. I might pick it up after I play through Resident Evil. Been waiting on PS5 exclusives to come to PC since that's the norm now. My PS5 collected dust for months before I sold it. Yeah. The thing is, Corey, I really hope that they do, but I don't know. I feel like what Sony likes to do, if it's not like Square Enix or something, because, you know, like Square Enix with Final Fantasy, usually Final Fantasy games, if they release on PlayStation first, they release a year later on everything. But for Sony games, I feel like they release the first game and then they're going to wait as long as they can before they have to release the second game in that franchise. Like Ragnarok, I don't think Ragnarok on PC is going to come out for like another year, maybe 2 years. Because, see, that's how they get you, bro. They get you by the balls like that. Because they give you a taste, right? They're like, oh, yeah, dude, this game's amazing. I want to play more. I want to play the second one. And the second one comes out, and it's a PS5 exclusive. And you're like, dang, when's it going to come to PC? So you see they got you. You're on the hook now. And then you go to the store, you buy a PS5, and you play the new game. That's how they get you. Did you know, or do I know when One Punch Man will return? Nah, I have no clue. Do I have a clan? Yeah, I do have a clan. We have a clan called Gunalations in D2. Some of you guys have joined it. I made a community post on it. What was it? About 3-4 weeks ago, before Lightfall came out. About a month ago at this point, actually, because Lightfall came out a month ago. So yeah, I made a clan around that time, and pretty much anybody can join it if they want in it. It's just a bunch of people playing in it. A lot of active people too, surprisingly. We've done a lot of raids with clan mates as well. Like if you're down for raiding and we need someone else, you can just jump in. We don't mind most of the time, whoever it is, as long as you got like some decent stuff. Except my friend request. Itachi, I'll have to see if I'm actually full or not on my friends list. Yeah, I did talk about Ginzo Cloud. Pretty much if you want the TLDR, I don't like it. I don't see why they would skip Ginzo, because Ginzo's a pretty important unit to have alongside Mizuki. He's not really like a filler unit. This is a character that I feel like we need to have, especially since he's a new luck unit. And Global needs to, what is it? Oh, and I'm scared that they're going to do the same thing with, what's his name? Hakuro? Which is the other Ultra Luck unit that comes out with Kiri. And I hope they don't. I really hope that next week we get an announcement that the Ultra Luck Ginzo is coming out with whatever other event. Maybe they just had to push it back a week. And that's best case scenario. If not, then it's going to suck, because then we're going to be wondering, when is this Ginzo ever going to come? Because the thing is, guys, he's in the game. This character's animations are in the game. His attacks, his artwork, all that is in the game. He's just not a unit for us to use yet. And he's a free-to-play unit. Or his event's not here. So maybe something happened, some type of bug or something, and hopefully it'll drop soon. Yeah, Genzo's a luck unit. He's an ultra luck. He's 140 if I'm not mistaken. You don't like the new raid? It's mostly puzzles with the 2 bosses. Yeah, the new raid is kind of whatever. I still have fun playing it with my friends, though. In terms of like the raid, like which raid is the best, then yeah, definitely not. Hell, to be honest, my favorite raid is still King's Fall. That's still my favorite raid out of all the raids I've ever played. It's just like everything that led up to King's Fall, on top of the raid itself and just everything. Yeah, I think King's Fall is still my favorite. Oh, Wrath of the Machines? Isn't that what it's called? Yeah, Wrath of the Machines. Yeah, that's coming back, isn't it? That's with the Siva, no mistaken. Mine was Crota. I love running the sword in that raid. Dude, every time... there ain't no way, bro. That's wild. Crota was more of a strike. Like, we're talking about raids, bro. Crota was a strike. It wasn't even a raid, to be honest. Thing is, I think Crota had more bosses in it than Root of Nightmares does, didn't it? Technically, no, not really. Nah, no, it didn't. The only boss in Crota was actually Crota, pretty much. Apart from like that witch that you had to kill, or the wizard that you had to kill at the crystal. But that really wasn't a boss fight. Like, that was just more so you just had to burst it down. What's your background music? Right now, this is Vampire Survivors Library OST. I don't know what the actual name of this OST is called. But yeah, if you look up Library OST, that's what's currently playing. Vampire Survivor Library OST. And Vampire Survivors, chat, is probably the best $2 I ever spent in my life. I think that game's $2, isn't it? I gotta look it up. Vampire... Oh, no. It's $5, my bad. That's gonna be the best $5 you ever spent in your life. I'm just gonna tell you right now. It's a 10 out of 10. Game's great. Song is a banger. It is. There's a lot of songs in that game that's a banger. Oh yeah, it is free on mobile, but don't you have to buy it? Human? Don't you have to, like... Isn't there a premium version or something? If it is, I would just buy it, dude. It's literally like... Telling you, 10 out of 10 game. God, it's so freaking good. Also, chat, talking about games and mobile games and stuff, I saw that Honkai Star Rail is coming out, what is it, next month? And I'm debating if I want to try it or not. I know it's supposed to be like turn-based, which is kind of up my alley in terms of like mobile games and stuff, and the visuals for the game looks great. I mean, I think for the most part, MiHoYo games, or they're not called MiHoYo, right? They're called Hoyo verse now, right? A lot of their games look incredible in terms of visually, but I don't know. I feel like it's I'm kind of 50-50 on a lot of gacha games now. I don't really think that I like playing too many of them anymore. I mean, there's a few that I still enjoy, but yeah, it's not... I don't have that itch anymore, I guess. I used to, I would be like, oh, new gacha game on the market. Let me try it out, see if it's fun. But now it really has to catch my eye. Did I play Dragon Ball Legends? I did whenever it first came out. And even to a greater extent, I did whenever it was, or I played it during the soft launch. Like, I downloaded Dragon Ball Legends during its New Zealand release, I think it was. Like, I did the VPN thing or whatever. And I used to play it nonstop, and I loved it. I stopped playing Dragon Ball Legends because of Zenkai's, though. Bleach, 7 Deadly Sins, and GS. See, I was heavily addicted to 7 Deadly Sins. That's like still one of my favorite games in terms of like gameplay and stuff. And animations and artwork. Like, games just looks amazing. But I had to stop playing it. Because I just didn't like how... I think people said they slowed down a lot now. They kind of calmed down. But I just didn't like how it was every week on the initial global release. They're releasing like, you know, a meta-breaking unit. I've said it countless times before on stream, but... that was the only negative I had about the game. Do you think Global GS will end due to lack of interest from people and continue in JP only? Why is there, like, talking about a lack of interest in what, like right now? I wouldn't say there's a lack of interest in Global. I just think a lot of people are waiting for Super Awakenings. And I mean, like, yeah, it's possible that the game ends only on one region and then opens up for another region, or well, stays open for another. What game did that recently? Was it Alchemist Code? Did Alchemist Code Global close down, but Alchemist Code JP is still alive? I think that is the one that I'm thinking of. But I mean, that could happen at any point, literally. That's the thing about live service games, is that at any point in time, whenever the company cannot support it anymore, or the company cannot come up with new ideas or anything, they kind of just got to pull the plug on it. And unfortunately, that's the thing that everyone signs up for. You kind of sign that waiver whenever you download and play a gacha game for a long period of time, that you acknowledge that if one day, some point, let's say, the game will end. But this time, whenever the game ends, you can't play it no more. It's actually over. Yeah, same with me, Misery. Yeah. I know a lot of people always ask me, why don't you play JP so you can like post and do content on the Super Awakening stuff? Which, I mean, sure, that would be understandable. I think someone even offered me their JP account one time. It's like, OP, dude, like, if you want to make videos, just let me know, bro. You can have this account I have. And I'm like, I'm good. But yeah, I think it's hard to keep up to with like two versions at the same time, especially if you're trying to grind both. And not only just that, I just like, you know, the language barrier is definitely the biggest turnoff for me, at least, when it comes to the JP version to the global version. Like you said, you like reading what is on screen, what their units do and everything. I like doing that too. Like, I don't like having a spreadsheet or a guide up 24/7 whenever I'm playing a game. That's just not me. That's one of the reasons why I don't play Path of Exile, but I do play Last Epoch. So what's the best unit in the game, in your opinion, right now? Best overall unit in the game, I think, is still Mako. I think. Or Emperor. Probably Mako. You got 12th generation Mizuki? Hey, big Pog Nova. Did you play Diablo 4 beta? I actually did not. I did not. I watched a lot of stuff on it, and I'm interested in Diablo 4. I am, but I've been seeing so many people just completely talk down on the game. I've been seeing so many, and it's not just like one person. I've watched like countless amounts of videos detailing like issues people have with it, and it's just like, I don't know, it's kind of a turnoff. But no, I think I already got somebody though, but appreciate it. I don't think I messaged that person yet, but yeah, I think I already have someone. Someone messaged me like the night that they got Mizuki, or the night that Mizuki released. I think at like 3 a.m. or 2:30 or something, and was like, dude, I got Mizuki. Do you want to use him? I was like, oh snap, this guy, he messaged me this early. I'm just gonna give it to him. First come, first serve. And this guy was ready. So between Mako and Acerpa, yeah, Acerpa is definitely slept on nowadays, but that's mainly because she doesn't offer any type of offensive buffs. If Acerpa was a little bit more offensive, I think a lot more people would be a little bit more inclined to actually use her and like try to do stuff with that character. Where should you message me? On Discord. But like I said, I don't think that I'm going to need yours. But if you want to message me, you can. But I don't think I'm going to need you because I'm pretty sure I already have someone. If you're a new player and given the chance to pick these 4 best units, who would you pick? Like out of like just one of them, Zeke? Mako, Juno, Heart, or Emperor? Mako. Easiest pick of my life. The other are GS units. Mako's a crossover specific unit. Also, Mako stacks with every other Archer in the game. And she has some of the best offensive buffs in the game as well. If you could revamp one GS unit in the game, who would it be and why? It would go down to Groitz or Dark Zeorg. Groitz because it's a cool, like, on paper, the concept is really cool to become a boss, but I would revamp Groit's in the sense that I would make it to where he still has his boss skills and everything, but you don't build up art gauge by using the skills. Like, it may be able to give you arts as well. Like, it will just have a regular art gauge bar, just like how all units do. And whenever you use a skill, let's say you get like 20 art gauge or something upon using it. But at the same time, you are also still affected by arch gen buffs, which is the big thing. To make that unit faster. I also would buff his animation speeds. In terms of Dark Zyorg, I'll just give that man some defense, bro. That man needs something. Will we do a showcase for the unit? Yeah, I definitely will, Wyatt. I'm going to do a video of me trying to complete that fight blind. I don't think I'm going to be able to, though, because if I'm not mistaken, you need Muse, and I don't think you can use anyone else. I think Muse is like a required unit. Could be wrong here, though. But let me check. You can use Light Sistina or no? Is Noah Mizuki good? Yeah, Noah Mizuki's still solid. I don't think she's, yeah, regular Mizuki isn't as good as she used to be, but she's still decent whenever you need her. Like, you're only going to really pull out regular Mizuki against, like, Hellfire bosses. Baby Doll, thanks so much for the sub. Also, Zenith, I didn't even see you. Appreciate the sub as well, man. Which character do I be using on Vampire Survivor? Last time I was playing, who was the character I was using? I was using... Who was the last unit I used? Dude, it's been like, what, 3 or 4 months since I played? I'm trying to think of the character that I was using, and I can't think of it. I liked the guy with the knives. Oh, what was this? I think he's like the first one you start with, though. One of the first ones where he just throws knives and you get the upgrade and you just have like a minigun of knives. I really like him. And also it's just like consistent damage one way, which is nice. You actually get to aim the damage right compared to most stuff in Vampire Survivor. And I used to sleep on the knife upgrade, but I don't sleep on it no more. That thing, if you have some pretty decent stuff as well, that thing just clears. My favorite unit in the game, right now it's probably Light Sistina. But it would be like Light Sistina, Finn, Gray, Rags, stuff like that. Did you see the MGR 10th anniversary? No, I didn't, West. I didn't. Did they announce anything for that? I don't think they did, right? Because I didn't hear anything about it. MGR 10th anniversary. The director of Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. They released some anniversary art. Wait, is that it? Is that all they did? They just released artwork for it? Oh, there's more to come, or it's hinted at. Hopefully. Dude, if we don't get anything new for MGR, I'm gonna be so upset, dude. That's a series that I actually want a remake for, or a second game. As people on Twitter want a remaster edition, that would be fire. I mean, yeah, that's all that people want. They just want a better looking MGR, or I mean, MGR 2 would definitely work, but it's just like, is it gonna be able to have the same effect of the original Metal Gear Rising? And I don't know if it will. I think it's like a tall order to live up to. And JP, does Ember play a bigger role in the story later on? I have no clue. I'm assuming he does. Have a great time. Gotta go. All right, see you later, Wyatt. Thanks so much for hanging out. You have 100-something hours on Steam. I might be close. You see, metal. Yeah, I have like... Oh, yeah, it doesn't include my Xbox hours either. Because I bought the game again on Steam whenever I got my PC. Yeah, I think in total I probably have around the same. I've replayed MGR quite a bit. And I remember, dude, every time I play it, my friends always like, dude, why are you playing that game again? You beat it like 50 times. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? I might have beat it 50 times, but I can beat it another 50. Also, I don't think this is going to work, is it? Wait, does he have Fire Killer? An Earth Killer? What the heck? Oh, wait, no. Wait, how did y'all die? Was it because of the Hell Shaft? The Equips? Oh, yeah, it is the Equips. Oh, wait. I can just wait. I think I still have my free continue. Imagine beating MGR 51 times. Couldn't be me. Yeah. That game has so much replay value, man. It really does. It's like DMC5. It's short, it's sweet, but it's so good. It's just so good, bro. I'm surprised this Mizuki's still alive. Okay, there you go. Jesus, dude, look at the HP pools. Only 3,000? It's that low? Dang. It was just 1 HP before? Oh, really? I didn't even see. I should have checked. I'm playing Persona 5 for the first time and now I'm addicted to it. Can't stop. Chaos, that's how it happens, man. The first time you play through Persona 5 is an experience. Especially if you really like it. It is an experience, man. It truly is. I remember the first time I played through it. Whenever Royal came out. When did Royal come out? Was that 2018? 2019? Oh, dude, I get sad every time I look at it. Cause I'm like, dude, damn. Time went by that fast. But Persona 5 Royal release date. 2019, October 30. Dude, that is crazy, bro. It does not feel like that. It doesn't. But the first time I played it on PlayStation 5 Was it PS5 that I played it on? I think it was PS5 that I played it on. No, it wasn't. It was PS4. PS5 wasn't out yet. It was PS4, and I remember I played it, and I was going into it with no expectations. I didn't look up anything about Persona. I didn't know anything about it apart from people like just talked about this game 24/7. And they were like, dude, this is one of the best games you will ever play. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to try it. And I tried it, and I'm like, oh my God. They were right. What's the weakest element in GS in your opinion? Right now? Oh, actually, dang, we all died. 5 continues? Oh, damn, we don't got another continue. Weakest element right now. I'm kind of inclined to say fire. But fire still has some good units. But I could also see... I could also kind of see Earth to an extent. Like, it's just a mono element. Because the only thing they really have is just crazy amounts of heals. They have some, like, nukers and some attackers, but... But yeah, maybe it would be Earth, because until Word God Fin, I mean, because the thing is, Earth just has no damage dealers for the most part. Apart from like what you have, Deadmaster, Rudius, maybe Rivy, but she's pretty old at this point. Irie's like the real damage dealer of Earth, or the main one, let me say. She definitely can output the most damage. But yeah, that was a loud motorcycle. Who's the best damage unit? In my opinion, I have no clue. Like in terms of statistics, I don't know. Statistically, I have no idea. I could guess, but I think that's actually all my stamina, because I don't think I have too many more pots left, man. I think I only have 18. I'm actually going broke on pots, chat. But we've been streaming for almost an hour, 52 minutes at this point. So yeah, I think we're just going to end it there for the most part. Your boys run out of stamina pots, though. Hey, wait. You have a favorite unit in Persona 5 OP, excluding Joker because he's the MC and his trip is fire. Favorite character in Persona 5? Apart from Joker, I like all of them. I really like Igor a lot too. Probably I like Yusuke quite a bit. Favorite, like if we're gonna go favorite dude character, you probably haven't met him yet if you just started playing, but Maruki, I really like Maruki. And then favorite female character would probably be either Makoto or An. But yeah. But chat, I think it's gonna be it for this one, man. I think we're gonna be done right now. I don't know. I might try Octopath again in my free time, see if I get anything on it, but I'm not really gonna stress about it if I can't. But I'll try. We'll see what happens. Either way, so I think that's gonna be it for this one, man. Thank you all for hanging out. It's been your boy P. I got some stuff I gotta go do. But yeah, we'll be back Monday with probably a showcase on Mizuki. And oh yeah, another thing is too, if you guys are in my Discord, keep a lookout on the Discord because I'm gonna be having another video kind of similar to how we did like guess that unit with like it was, you know, inspired by Pokemon. I have a new thing coming out, which is going to be a Grand Summoner's treasure hunt / scavenger hunt idea that I am going to be talking about. And you guys are going to help me actually get everything I need for that video. Either way, keep a lookout on the Discord for that, and I'll have it out soon. Either way, that's gonna be it. Thank you all for hanging out. It's me, your boy P, and last but not least, you guys already know, don't forget to drink water.